Wanna live a life.
That guy did, oh my gosh! Surprise, motherfucker! What? Oh my god, you're fucking crazy! What is up, BCMax individuals? My name is Birdman778 and welcome to another thematic build video. Today, we're doing our first revamp of one of our previous builds since the new level cap at level 65 because of the Psycho Creek and the fantastic Fuster Cluck DLC, and this is One for All Amara. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to mention I do make all of these builds over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/birdman778. You can see everything happening there, so definitely recommend coming by, dropping a follow. But we also have some other streams sprinkled in between there, so make sure you're staying up to date on my social media feed at twitter.com/birdman778, instagram.com/birdmangram, then obviously here on YouTube, youtube.com/birdman778. Hit that like button, hit the sub, let's get going. So, like I mentioned before, this is going to be a revamp from our first iteration of One for All Amara. The first time was a lot more of a true in-front-of-your-face melee build, and this time we kind of shrunk it down a lot, actually, to mainly using one specific gun, and that is the redundant face puncher. The one I have has face slam weapon damage increased by 300% for a short time. I think especially now, this might be one of the best classes I've ever made. Not only does it do just up-teens amount of damage to pretty much any boss, add whatever it is, but at the same time, you're able to keep your health up and just constantly dominate the battlefield. But again, because of the face puncher, mainly because it is the Hyperion shotgun that essentially does melee damage. So whenever we go into our skill tree, you're going to see a lot of melee skills in there, and they're going to help benefit this face puncher especially. Gear-wise, we have a new shield from the most recent DLC, the Plus Ultra. Now, this is a My Hero Academia reference, so I absolutely had to make sure I get this build out as soon as possible because a new shield that actually has to do with the build we're making is amazing to me. This one has ability of 25% chance to absorb bullets, as ammo increase action skill cooldown rate by 30% for several seconds. The one I also have has plus 10% movement speed while it is depleted, and 80% melee damage while it's depleted. And then the after using face slam, melee damage is increased by 200% for a short time. So we're getting just a lot of damage out of this, and you're going to see it whenever we're fighting different bosses like Evil Lilith, Tron, Gigamind, whatever it may be. This is dominating. And we're also using one of the more recent class mods for Amara, the Muse. Whenever Amara damages an enemy with a melee attack, she projects elemental melee damage outwards on her attuned element towards another nearby enemy. This skill has a short cooldown. The one I have has SMG damage, Jacob's weapon crit, weapon charge speed. Honestly, I'll probably end up getting a better one later that'll help even benefit more. But the biggest thing is the +3 into Immortal Fist on this one. This one's absolute powerhouse and essentially gives me 300% extra melee damage while I'm fighting, which is just insane. We also have a fish slap with grenade throw, weapon grenade, action skill damage increased. I really like this one, especially because one, the fish slap does melee damage. So even though it's a level 57 going against 65 enemies, it's just destroying. It's amazing. And then also a snowdrift white elephant. Essentially once we get some speed, and also the white elephant part, since it melee attacks have a 30% chance to attach a sticky bomb. So again, as we're shooting the face puncher, it's doing melee damage, which in return is going to put on those stickies, which is just amazing. And then we also have it with shotgun damage, action skill cooldown rate, and mag size. So let's head over to our skill tree, look at that, and see what we can do. So as you can see in this skill tree, we're really stacked up in green and blue, but red is a little lower. We mainly went into steady hands just so we get that extra handling accuracy, helps benefit the face puncher. Only 2 points in anima just essentially get down the tree, so we get that illuminated fist, so we get that plus 300% melee damage there. We're also running the fire, the soul fire action skill element right now, because it's just really great for just the red bar enemies, doing the face slam and then just getting some damage off. The green skill tree, really important part here is personal space, as well as find your center. Obviously, melee damage is super important. We want that as much as possible. We have 3 points in Samsara. Whenever Amara deals damage to an enemy with action skill, she has a stack of Samsara, which in return gives her gun damage, health regen. This is really important just for just extra damage overall. Obviously, we have a couple points in a jab cross. Just so as we're doing melee damage, she gains action skill damage and gun damage, especially the face puncher. It just synergizes super well. And then Guardian Angel, kind of more for the thematic part of the build, just for the fact that any one for all users tend to have that kind of like second wind that essentially helps them win the fight, and that is Guardian Angel. And then we have Blitz essentially, so we can get that augment melee overdrive, so we do that jumping punch, which is super cool. Obviously, we're also going to phase slam, so we're able to activate all of our anointments. I think that's probably one of the more important parts. And then revelation, so that we create that nova whenever we damage an enemy with our action skill. And then the blue tree, obviously you just want to go do harm. Essentially most things that are going to have to do with stacks. We obviously have the extra point to laid bare, so we're getting 33% extra damage after using our action skill, which is super important. And then I decided to do avatar as well. There's going to be times where, like, whenever Amara goes down, it gets popped back up, she's going to have to reactivate her action skill real quick just to reactivate those anointments. So I think this is kind of an important part as well. So let's head on over to the mayhem modifiers and see what we got going there. So we got speed demon, freeze tag, drone ranger, and post-mortem. Why these specific ones? Well, I want speed demon all the time. I just like speed. Freeze tag, I don't really notice a whole lot just because it takes maybe one pellet of the face puncher to destroy this. Drone ranger, don't really notice all that much, but it's kind of the same thing. We just shoot it. We can get a second wind off of it if for some reason Guardian Angel is not available. And then post-mortem, it's just super easy to kill the post-mortem death. So this is some pretty easy modifiers to put on here. So like I mentioned before, this is our first revamp after the most recent DLC. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these coming out here soon, probably pretty much a video every single week after this. So be on the lookout. We're going to be revamping everything, seeing how we can re-synergize them, make things better as much as humanly possible, especially with the new gear that we have. And definitely going to try to promote those new pieces of gear, whether it's the prompt critical, the convergence, the rogue, anything like that that we can actually try to just like use and have some fun with. Revamping these classes is really awesome because it's kind of my first time to do it. A lot of my other friends like Moxie, Chadley, whoever, have all these different iterations of these awesome builds, and I'm kind of at that point where I can start doing that myself, so I think it's super cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Again, make sure you're staying up to date with Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, everything. But I hope you have a great rest of your night, day, whatever it may be, and stay smexy.